So this particular algorithm is one of the ones that that we need to know about in GCSE. So this is called the linear search. So it's the simplest type of search that we can have. So the linear searches a list usually. So we've got a search list here that we've made, and you can see it's full of numbers. So we've got 4 and 8 and 21, 25, 7, 99, 22 and 12. So they're not in any kind of order. They don't need to be in order for the linear search to work. So then we're doing some variables here. So I suppose we could have a little comment that says define variables. And we're just defining them. We've got list length, so we're finding out how long the list is. And we've got number to find. This is the data we're going to find, and it's 25. We've just made it 25 at the moment, so we're going to look for that particular number in the list. And we've got a Boolean as well, which says found equals false. So far we haven't found this. We're going to use that to indicate that we have found what we were looking for. So then we've got a loop, so it's a counter-controlled loop. So for I in the range 0 to the length of the list. So we've already found the length of the list, so we're going to count from 0 to the length of the list. So I will start at 0, and then it will be 1, 2, 3, etc. until we get to the length of the list. And I'm just having a little print statement here that just prints out each time we look at a comparison, just so that we can see how that works. So then I've got an if statement, so we're selection. So if number to find is exactly equivalent to the search list at I, then found is going to be true. So I'm setting found to be true. And I'm actually, in this case, I'm breaking. Now, I don't normally like to break out of a loop, but in this case, breaking out of a for loop when we found what we're looking for is absolutely fine, and that stops the loop just going through all of the rest of the numbers if we've already found what we wanted to find. So obviously if we wanted to find more than one matching number, if there was possibly more than one in, we might have to search the whole list for that. But in this case, we're just looking for one. So then after the end of the loop, so my loop's all finished there, I'm then asking the question, if found is true, we're going to print, or the number was found, and we'll say how many times it was found in. So because I starts at 0, and we'd like to say how many times, not including a 0, I'm just adding 1 to that before we print it out. Otherwise, we're going to say the number was not found. So if found is true, we're going to say how many times we looked. Otherwise, if found's not true, then we obviously didn't find the number. So if we run the program, number to find was 25. So you can see the way that it's working with the for loop. So first time we say is 4, which is the first thing in the list, the same as 25. And then is 8 the same as 25? Is 21 the same as 25? Is 25 the same as 25? And then yes, it is. And then we're just printing out the number was found in 4 attempts. So if we change that number, if I search for 7 instead, and we run that one, then this time it goes through the same process, although it takes 1 extra time to find it because we're looking for now 7. So if we again change the number that we want to find, let's try to find 100. 100's not in the list. It's going to go through the same process, saying is 4 the same as 100, is 8 the same as 100, etc., right up to the end of the list where it says is 12 the same as 100. And then because we haven't set found equal to be true, then the number was not found. So we're printing out the number was not found. And that is a linear search on a simple list of numbers.